Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We are going to get into some journaling real quick. Um, let's see what we need to start with. This is a new book. Well, it's not new, but it's the last of the standards that I'll be using. And then this we know is my prayer journal for the dining room. That's kind of crazy when I hear the sound of that. My dining room journal. But this is my keto lifestyle journal. And if you are not familiar with that, please check out my previous videos. And I do have tons of playlists made just for you guys. All right, so let's see. Let's get into what I'm doing before I get into that. I was doing these nails, and I want to say I love the Color FX Impress. They're okay. I use glue though. Even though they have the sticky stuff on it, I still put glue on my nails just for that extra support. So if you want something that's just like quick, if you just don't feel like dipping your nails and you don't feel like, doing a lot of buffing and polishing, you want something quick, I like these. I got them at Walmart about a week or two ago, and I just bought some more from Amazon. I bought the dark blue, I bought the light blue, and I bought black. And I was trying to fill my glues, and I spilled glue on this one. I got it off as much as I could. So the glue that I recommend for gluing on artificial nails is this. This is brush and nozzle from Gorilla Glue. And you know what I noticed? This is only $5.69, but you do not get a full. You never get a full when it comes to Gorilla Glue. So you always end up buying two, no matter what kind of Gorilla Glue you get. But then I went to go pick up some medication from Walgreens, and this was $7, which makes sense because if it's $5.69 at Walmart, it's probably going to be $6.50, $7 at Walgreens. But I also got one from Amazon, and it was $11. And I'm wondering, is that a tariff thing? Because, you know, Jeff Bezos is not allowed to let us know that certain items that have price hikes are due to tariffs. Because he was planning to, so that way we would know the only reason why this particular item has been increased significantly is due to tariff. So that way we would know why. I just appreciated the transparency, but the president was offended by that, and now he's not allowed to let us know. But there are companies that let you know there is a tariff charge, and I wish that we could have that with Amazon. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is, even with my subscribe and save, I'm going to start price comparing everything, like everything, and see if it is it cheaper at Walmart. And it's like I just can't trust the Amazon prices anymore. I have to go through the headache of researching everything. But what I do is always get two, and I just use these for my nails. I just take and pour that into that, you know, and then that way I just have one full one, and that's how I ended up spilling it on my nail. But you guys might not be able to tell. But these are pretty good. I like these, but I definitely like this because, see, if you unscrew it, hold on. All right, so you get the option. This is an excellent idea. All right, so you pull this out. Look, you've got your brush. Okay, now let's screw this back up. And let's just unscrew this part. Okay, so you just unscrew this top part. If you don't want the brush for whatever you're using it for, you've got the nozzle. Is this not awesome? absolutely love this idea. So, of course, you know me, I'm a bulk buyer, so I had to buy like 4 or 5. No, I bought 2, I bought 3, I bought 4, all from different places. All right, so anyway, another thing, um, my keto, everything you need to know about keto book finally came from Amazon. I paid $20 for this because this is the hardcover. I prefer hardcover over paperback. Um, so I'm just gonna open it up just so that you guys can just see. Oh, I love the print. It's not hard, like real tiny print, You've got some QR codes and keto for weight loss, identify triggers and adjust, overcoming setbacks and staying motivated, simplify your recipes. That's my thing. I just want to keep it simple. I don't want to do a whole lot of cooking with a whole bunch of ingredients. The role of supplements, calcium, electrolytes. Yeah, I drink electrolytes anyway, so that's not going to be a problem for me. But I've learned that not all sugar alcohols are equal. Some are just as bad as sugar, and some are more favorable. So it's really great. I think this is really good to just sit down and read. Um, I'm not a big meal prepper. I'll just cook a whole bunch of ground beef, put it in a container, or cook a whole bunch of chicken, put it in a container, and then have just tons, and then have a big thing of vegetables and put it in a container. So it's not that, to me, that's just not meal prepping. But so if you are interested in this book, I like it. Here we got ketone body production in the liver. Wow. I want to definitely keep my liver healthy. I've always had a healthy liver. Um, and it wasn't until I just started eating so badly that there was like a little tiny bit of fat on my liver, which I'm hoping that I am getting rid of. But we will find out when I get my blood work done in the end of July. I'm really looking forward to finding out what improvements have made and have my body healed. I really want that healing. Also, not every day, but a couple of days a week, I've been doing intermittent fasting, doing the 16 hours, but it's not 16/8, but it's like getting up and doing what I need to do and waiting until I genuinely feel hungry to start eating instead of just habitually putting food in my mouth just because I'm awake. And that has been helping me. Um, but when it's time for me to go, when I start feeling like, okay, if I don't get some food in me soon, I'm going to be nauseous, then I go right ahead and I eat. But lately, I've been starting my day out with these protein shakes and maybe like little bit of less than half of a Atkins bar. That has been really satisfying me and, getting me through until I'm really ready to sit down and have a meal, like a real breakfast meal. Um, I brought this out because I wanted to test it. I have had this for a million years. And you take it and you hold it straight out and you stand flat, and it tells you your body fat percentage, it tells you your weight, it tells you everything about your system. I do not know if it still works or not. It I used to use this when I was in my 30s, and I'm 56, and so I don't know if it still works, but I loved it back then. It's Omron fat loss monitor. If you are interested, I got this on Amazon, and I'm gonna fire it up today and see what happens. I know it's gonna be bad news because it is, but I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. So put that off to the side. And if this book is at Walmart, it's probably going to be not $20. Whoops. Jeez. I just flicked all those nails all over the place. That's me for you. But yeah, these are just little emergency nails. These are just ones that I'm using when I just don't feel like dealing with my nails, you know, because I always dip, you know, even if it's, you know, what do you call it? Overlay, full nail. It doesn't have to be a tip. Okay, so healthier mindset makes healthier choices. One meal at a time, one moment at a time. Stop beating myself up and start picking myself up. Okay, I've been beating myself up today, and you're going to probably laugh or want to beat me upside the head for it, but today is Thursday. And you know what that means? Thursday is weigh in. And that's what we've been doing. So the last time we weighed in, let's see here. Okay, was day 14. We weighed in. And it said, the doctor said I had lost 5 pounds in 2 weeks. So now we are here. Let me see. Oh my goodness. All right. So we are here Thursday, the 21st. Okay. So I've been filling this in faithfully. Everything is good. But like I said, I'm not going to film every single time I fill this in. But let's go through this together. Okay. So let me fix this camera a little bit better. All right. So it says, what is my mood? My mood is bad. Oh, Lord. Let me show y'all. It's sad. It's sad, mad. I don't care. It's not good. It's not good. All right. I don't know what today's affirmation is going to be. I really don't. I'm just going to put keep moving forward. That's it. I mean, keep moving forward because I am who God says I am. And I know what that means. So I'm going to just put that. Keep moving forward because I am who God says I am. That is my affirmation for today, right there. All right, so the next one says, what do I want to happen today? Weight loss. I want to feel it. I want to see it. And confirm it. And what I mean by that is I want to feel smaller. And I want to look in the mirror and see a difference, or look at my arms or my fingers or something and see a difference. And I want to go to the scale and I want to confirm it. What gives me energy besides tea? Positive attitude, really. Positive attitude really does help give me energy. Definitely prayer, right? Okay, so one good thing that happened. All right, my mood is just like meh. One good thing that happened, weighed in. And there it is, weighed in today. And it said that I lost 7 pounds. Whoops. 7-pound loss. And I'm supposed to be happy about that. But in the past, when I've lost weight, I would see it, I would feel it. And I'm like, there is no way that you're going to tell me that I lost 7 pounds in 1 week. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I believe that I just don't believe it. There's no way that I lost 7 pounds in 1 week. So what I'm thinking is that maybe I weighed less when I went to go get weighed in at the doctor's office. Because remember, I had made a video and I said I had not went to the bathroom. Okay, I didn't have to go, you know. So when I weighed in, I still had, undigested or digested food that hadn't passed yet. Okay, in other words, I hadn't poo-pooed. So today, when I weighed in, I had to go to the bathroom first. So I'm sure that had to play a part in it. I didn't have any bracelets on or rings on. Maybe that played a part in it. So I don't believe that I lost 7 pounds in 1 week. I just don't. And if you subtract going to the bathroom, if you subtract the jewelry, I still don't see it being 7 pound difference. I really don't. I would say, if anything, maybe I would have lost 3 pounds at the most in 1 week, not 7. So we'll see. We're just going to keep going and stay motivated, and we'll just see what happens. Maybe some of this weight is water, I don't know. But either way, I'm going to look at it as a glass half full and not a glass that is half empty. Either way, progress is being made. I'm not going in the opposite direction, but the real truth will come out when I weigh myself next Thursday. Let's see. Like when I was on the peptides and I was losing weight, I could see the difference, but I had never been this big before. When I was on the peptides, I was 180 and I had lost 10 pounds and I was down to 170. I could feel it, I can't remember if I could feel it, how much I could feel it when I was doing Manjaro, but I did feel a difference. I did see a difference, but right now I just don't see or feel anything. Okay. So, what can I let go of for a better tomorrow? I'm going to just try to say, I want to let go of sadness. When do I feel my best? They always ask me that, not long after waking up. Or not long after starting my day. And I want to say this because today I woke up like about 2:00 in the afternoon and I should have got up and started my day. It's Thursday. It's a very light, easy day for me. And I didn't, because I had this feeling of depression come over me in bed, where it's like, I don't want to start my day. I got a bunch of YouTube stuff I got to do. I've got tech stuff, emails. I got some things that I have to do, some adulting, and then I got to stretch, and I got to, take my hormones, and I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I got to log my food, because I log my food with this app. And I thought it was called Carb Manager, but it's called Keto app, and it's a blue circle and it just says keto on it. And it's okay. I'm not really liking it that much, but it's okay. It's giving me some direction. It's giving me some idea of what is going on. Like, I walked outside, and then I walked on the tread climber today, and it said I burned 1,400 calories. That ain't even clearly close to true. A 56-year-old woman does not burn 1,400 calories. Maybe I didn't put it in right. I don't know. It doesn't care. I don't care. I really probably won't even log in exercise, but it's just, I don't know. My tread climber even said that I burned 244 calories in 40 minutes, and I don't believe it. And that I was burning 7 calories per minute, which, of course, without the thing on your arm, it's never going to tell you the truth. You know, it can't. So I don't really care about that. But so yeah, so I'm talking to, getting a lot of help and information from AI. I got this book to read right here. So I've got a lot of resources, and I've been doing a lot of studying and researching as much as I can, so that I can be successful at this. Um, but I don't know why that happened today. You know, Today I had that horrible feeling that I just don't want to get out of bed and start my day. And that's just utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. But once I got up, once I finally decided to get up out of bed and I started my day, everything went smooth. It really did. It was like you just had this foreboding for nothing. All right. So moving on, reflections. It's not as bad as you, I feel like I underestimated the adulting of the day. I'm just gonna put it like that. I just underestimated it. That's my reflections, and it's like, oh gosh, I gotta get up. I overstretched my leg. You know how when you're stretching and you kind of did it too hard, so it's like hyperextension. So I did that, and it's my leg is killing me. So I really need to put some medication on it. But that is it for now, y'all. Thank you for coming, joining me and allowing me to share this with you. I'm sorry that this was not the perfect video and I was holding the phone. But I just wanted to kind of, be able to give you a close up of what I was writing, So, anyhow, I will see y'all in the next video. God bless you, and be good to yourself. Stay motivated. Keep moving forward, and just realize that if we quit now because we're not seeing results, or if we quit because of whatever reason, then we'll never know. But if we just keep pressing forward in the right direction, sooner or later, we are going to see results. So, holding hands with all of you guys that are in this with me. I love you. Mwah, and I'll see you soon.